Exam number 3. Traffic light with pedestrian walkway. For this test, it was decided to perform the operation of a conventional two-way traffic light. This is the traffic light and consists of four color indicators on each side. The first three are for cars, and the last one are for pedestrians. The traffic light will work normally until the cross street button is pressed. It only works if the light is green. It can be pressed and it will flash the traffic light, and then it will turn yellow, and then it will turn red to be able to cross the street freely. This works on both sides, as well as if the buttons are pressed at the same time several times or several times at the same time. This system will work in a continuous way. This system has an operation that will be described below. When a street allows the passage to the cars, the pedestrians of the street will be able to cross, and the cars will not be able to cross because the traffic light will be in red. In the part that if the cars will pass, it will work in the following way. The green light will remain on for 20 seconds, then the green light will blink for 5 seconds. After 5 seconds, the indicator will turn off completely and the yellow light will turn on continuously for 5 seconds, and after the slowdown, it will turn red and the cars will stop and the pedestrians will be able to cross. This works in the same way in both streets, but in inverted form in one. Otherwise, the cars will collide, and finally, I added the conditions of the buttons for the use of the crosswalks. For the programming, it was done in functional blocks and blocks of sequences were used. The first block of sequences contains all the conditions of both graphic traffic light, starting with the one traffic light flashing green and the other red. To make the block work, it's necessary to add some additional blocks, such as 1 second timers, a bit of digital logic to advance each step, and that will be that advances the sequence step by step. This sequence block is replicated at the bottom but with a different sequence. This block is programmed to stop the second pedestrian crossing, and the part of the gates of each exit are an arrangement between gates OR and AND to be able to use two inputs, and to avoid errors between the blocks of sequences, and finally the comparison part. The comparison part algebraic is used to perform some conditions for the change between functional blocks, and each time a button is pressed, it can be differentiated so that the crossing must be